Whoa, it's Micah Peters, staff writer at The Ringer, and we are back with 3 big questions from episode 4 of Watchmen, so let's just cover ourselves with nondescript lube and slide right on in there. So this episode, we were treated to our loudest and most egregious example of this is not the world that you live in. We got to see the inside of True Industries, which is owned by one Lady True, played by Hong Chow. Who is Lady True? We know that she just showed up on the doorstep of this happy couple's home and offered them $5 million and a baby for their property. We also know that she is crucially a trillionaire and not a billionaire, and that she's building something gigantic called the Millennium Clock. And although we don't know what the Millennium Clock does yet, we do now know that whatever the flying saucer ship thing was that picked up Angela's car and then dropped it in the subsequent episode, she has 6 of them. So maybe those 2 things have something to do with each other. We get this sort of tense and kind of funny interaction between Angela and Lady True inside of a Vietnam habitat that she's built inside of the Millennium Clock, where Lady True couches a secret message about Will Reeves in a fake Vietnamese proverb. And then Angela answers back in another fake Vietnamese proverb saying, like, tell his old ass he can come talk to me directly. Another thing that we see in the Vietnam habitat is a giant gold statue of Adrian Veidt. And speaking of, there is this wonderfully convoluted and completely opaque subplot going on where Adrian Veidt is wearing riding chaps and just chilling out in his Victorian mansion and running mad experiments with his clones. He puts on a play with them, he sets them on fire, he tries to balloon them into space. And in this episode, he's apparently become so frustrated that he's killed all of them, made 2 more, and used those 2 to catapult all the dead bodies into the exosphere. So, in this episode, we learn that Adrian Veidt has been trapped here for 4 years. We still don't have a definitive answer as to who is trapping him there, but if you go on the show's companion website, we get 3 big clues. 1, Adrian Veidt's company was purchased by Lady True's company in 2012. True Industries began formally running the Veidt estate in 2017, and when the FBI announced that Adrian Veidt was dead, True Industries publicly accepted the FBI's announcement. So what could be their reason for doing that? Is Lady True the one that's trapping Adrian Veidt there? Are the 2 of them working together? How exactly does Adrian Veidt plan to escape captivity using pre-combustion engine technology? Speaking of inscrutable plans, what is Will Reeves up to? Get ready for some revelations. 1, he can stand. 2, he's working with Lady True. 3, both of them said TikTok at the end of the episode, which you will recognize as the 7th Cavalry's calling card. I think at this juncture we can be reasonably certain that the 7th Cavalry are pawns in a much larger scheme. We still don't know what they are counting down towards. In the original Watchmen comic, it was a team of watchdog physicists looking very concerned in their lab coats, moving the doomsday clock to 5 minutes to midnight, which indicated imminent genocide by nuclear war. In Lindelof's Watchmen, there is a giant thing called the Millennium Clock that is counting down to something, and everybody everywhere is saying TikTok. So I assume it means the end of the world. You know, come back next week if we're all still here.